Welcome to Dragonfly Trading. My name is Carrie, and I'm a full-time Elliott Wave trader in the crypto and Forex markets. Today's video is going to be an update on Bitcoin, ETH, and eGold as per request. If I missed your request in the comments, please put it there again. It was just a miscite, and I will get it in the next video. If you are interested in the Discord, we are starting Elliott Wave in the month of December. So in the link below, you can get information about the Discord. All right, let's get started. So in my last videos for I don't know how long, I've been talking about this dump coming, and we've gotten the start of it or the whole thing, but we're going to talk about it. It was expected. It was on the table. So it wasn't much of a surprise. Now let's just figure out, is it done or do we have more to go? Right? Because that's the big question here. So let's take a look, first of all, at the 4-day. And I want to go over a little in the RSI here. If you notice, when we were in this part here, when we rallied straight up. Here, we rallied pretty much straight up. But what I want you to notice the closest about is when we were in this part, we had the divergence at the top here. And then we had this straight down movement all the way to 30. If you notice at the top of here, same divergence. Actually, we had it 3 divergences. But it's the same type of downward movement all the way just past 40, almost touching 30. Then we had this 3-wave movement that got rejected in the red zone. Over here, 3-wave movement that got rejected in the red zone. In this COVID dump, and don't get completely wigged out here yet, we had a straight down movement that came below 30. Right now, we're having the same straight down movement, but we are sitting on the 40. Can it hold the 40? That would be great, because it would mean a higher low in RSI, a higher low between this pivot and this pivot. Yes, we've wiped out that low, but it still would be a higher low from here. And it would be a good thing to rally from here. Is it going to do it? It's all going to depend on what type of movement we make out of here. And we'll talk about that too. Let's move down to the daily. Right now, on the daily time frame, we do have bullish divergence. But let me talk about bullish divergence on the daily. This can hold for several daily candles before it either plays out or it gets wiped out. We have it, yes, between the daily candle that we closed yesterday and here. But this daily candle, if it wanted to, could take it right on out. So be aware of that, okay? I don't see any other bullish divergence right now on any other time frame. Okay. So you know that I'm the gap lady and that I talk about the gaps all the time. They're down there, guys. We got to be aware of them, okay? So I really do think that we are in this A, B, C correction. Now let's pull a fib extension on that. And right now, we are above the 618 and we are trying to hold it. Minimum requirement for a running flat, which a running flat doesn't break the A wave, is the 618. So if we can rally out of here in a 5-wave move, we're on our way. If we rally out of here in a 3-wave move, say this, I'll get to that. Say this rallies out in a 3-wave move. Well, that's going to mean that we're going to come down again. The next level we'll be looking for is this 1-to-1. We'll probably stop along the way because we have a lot of support here. We'll have some bounces and, you know, down along the way. But the next level's the 1-to-1. And as you can see, if we don't hold the 1-to-1, that's right at the bottom of this volume support. And we have this huge gap of volume. It means we're going to come down here to the 1.236 or the 1.382. That's where this support is holding. If we don't hold that, we have another big gap, and then it's the 1.618. For an expanded flat, that's the extension that it likes. So if we're going to make running, we can come to the 1-to-1 and hold it. If we don't hold the 1-to-1, we're going to make an expanded flat. It's going to hit this one, or it's going to come on down here and fill all the gaps and fill the last one down here and hold this support. Now that would be the last line in the sand. If we were not to hold this one, then I don't want to make this an extremely bearish video, but we'll just talk about it. It's going to be the last line in the sand, because if we lose that one, we'll be in our wave 1, and we don't want to be in our wave 1. It will mean that this was some type of ending, and this is a beginning to a bear market. Okay, let's not get all worried till we get down here. Now, if not financial advice, but if you are a holder of a lot of Bitcoin and we 3-wave move here, if it was me, not financial advice, I would be de-risking. But that's up to you and your choice. I'm just giving you the information here, and you make your own choices, okay? Just telling you what I would do. Okay, so let's move down to a lower time frame, and let's take a look at what could be going on here. Now, I'm going to move back a little bit and look at some prior dumps that were a wick and then a buy up. So let's just take a look at a few. We get the big dump, and then we get this. Now this one rolled completely over, but usually we get this chair looking effect where I call it the H correction, where sometimes it doesn't break the low and it makes the chair. Let me find one here. Here's one. So here's a dump, buy up, and then we get the chair effect. And I had some better examples And I forgot to save the chart, of course, for this video. Let's see. Even this big dump, we wicked up and we made a higher low. This is what we're looking for. This dump, we wicked up, made a higher low. That's what we're looking for. It's actually better looking. I have a bunch of them on ETH, but, and probably if I went down to a lower time frame. But what I'm basically saying here is we are looking for this. If it's going to, do this, fine. But basically, we're looking for a higher low that, and I need to go down to the 4-hour here. We're looking for a higher low that gives us divergence. This is called reversal divergence. Well, I call it reversal divergence. Okay? That's what I'm looking for right now. On the 4-hour, on the 1-hour. And it doesn't really have to go out that far. That was just my drawing. Okay? We could make a little rally up. Then we make a 3-wave move down. Here we go. We get the divergence. This is going to be an opportunity for us to come out of here in a 5-wave move. Then a pullback, then another one. That's what we need. We need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we just do this, there's a chance that this is an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave, okay, and that it's made a 3-wave move. We don't want this. We don't want a 3-wave move. I've talked about this in every video, okay, because if we make the 3-wave move, then that means we're coming down again to the next level. When we get there, if we do the same thing again, we don't come out in a 5-wave move, and we just come in a 3-wave, maybe a flat connector this time, then we're coming down to the next level. So right now, right here, the market does have a chance to give us what we need, but we need a 5-wave move. And we really need to see the divergence. Let me get this off so I can give you a clean chart. Okay, so again, on the 1-hour, just to go over it again, we could do this. Then we come down, 3-wave move. You use the candle closes if this is set on candle closes. And I would suggest that that's what you use. Then you get this. Then this comes on down, whatever it's going to do. And you get this. This is your signal. Okay? But then we need an impulse wave. Not just, if it does 3-wave like that, de-risk. Okay? It's your choice to de-risk, but you know what I mean, I'm trying to say here, without giving out financial advice that I shouldn't do on the channel. Okay? There's not a lot else to say, guys. It's played out exactly like, I thought it would. Let's see if we can get out of here. And yeah, I don't really know what else is to say. We got a nice buy-up wick here. It's really possible that we can do it, but we need to do it. Otherwise, we're coming down. And then when we get down there, we need to do it or we're coming down. I don't think the 1-2-1-2 scenario is on the table anymore. Why do I not think that? Because this one, this two, this one, this two should not be bigger. And we have to count that wick. Okay? It's just too big. It's just too big. Okay, so the 1-2-1-2, I'm not into that count anymore. The other bullish count was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we had 5 over here. But now this has come too deep for an expanded flat. Okay. So this had to have been some type of failure if this is the count. Yes, this can still be a wave too. But we need to rally out of here and we can't break this low. So we can still have that one on the table. But I really am leaning towards that this is an A, a B, and this is a C coming down. That possibly could end here. But even if we're looking for the 2 or we're looking for the C, the same thing needs to happen. We need to come out of here in a 5-wave move. So both the last bullish option and the ABC option that we're looking for, let's not break this bottom and make it very bullish. Because if we make the running flat and don't break the bottom, it's bullish. It's very bullish. And if this is a 1 and a 2, it's very bullish. So let's come out of here in a 5-wave move before we break this bottom. And that pretty much sums it up. Let's go over to ETH. So ETH, the 1-2-1-2 scenario, the second 2 shouldn't be bigger than the first 2. And let's see what we got here. 1490, whoop. For 1506. And 1402. So this 2 is already bigger than this 2. Now, some Elliotticians will keep it on the table until we break this low. Okay, that's okay to do because that is the complete invalidation for it. But usually if you're going to get a 1-2-1-2, your second 1-2s will find support on top of your first one. Now, if we can hold it here, yeah, we wick down, and that is price action, and we need to count that. But if we can hold here and not break down through here, I'm kind of considering leaving it on the table. But I'm more thinking that they're both doing the same thing. That they're creating the A, the B, and the C to the downside. So let's take a measurement on ETH and see where we're sitting. So ETH has not yet to hit the 618, which is significant. because that's a lot different than Bitcoin. So does that suggest that Bitcoin's got another rollover? It could. It could very well mean that. Or Bitcoin's going to hold the 618 where it's sitting. ETH is not making the ABC here because they can be making totally different corrections. And ETH is making the 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? But we need to come out of here in a 5-wave move. Nothing else. If we 3-wave it, well, this is coming down deeper to that 618 or lower, and I won't be looking at the 1212 anymore. Okay? And really, guys, this is price action. A wick is price action. If you go down on a lower time frame, this came down into that area. So it could be that it's the other bullish scenario, that it's the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, and now we're making a 2-wave, which invalidation for that one is the same as Bitcoin. It won't happen until we break that low. So let's see what happens here. Every single scenario, whether it's a C wave, whether it's a wave 2, whether it's the 1212, doesn't matter. We need to come out of here in a 5-wave move. Now, ETH is made some funky price action here. I think this is a diagonal. Then we had this correction here. And then I have to actually get down lower here to really see it. And then we had an ending diagonal. So I really think that we've got this leading diagonal. This here was an A. Okay. This here, right here, is A, B, C. This doesn't look like it's going anywhere. It looks corrective. The whole thing looks corrective. This is an ABC here to the upside. ABC down. Maybe we'll do ABC up, and then we'll finally come down for the lower. Yeah. So we need another ABC. So we need this type of thing to happen. Okay. And then we can come on down for whatever type of correction we're going to make. And hopefully we don't break the bottom. We make bullish divergence. And then this is either a 1 or it's an A wave. So we either get 1, 2, we go up for 3, 4, 5, and we're bullish and we get out of here with a 5-wave move. Or it's the 3-wave move, guys. And the 3-wave is not what we want. Okay, we don't want to see that. So let's wait and see. Okay, we're just going to have to wait and see what we get. But when we come down, bullish divergence, not financial advice, but that's what I'm looking for. Okay, definitely what I'm looking for. All right, E-Gold. E-Gold looks actually pretty good. Okay, I see this as a 1 and a 2. Inside of here, we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this 3 is not allowed to be the shortest. And when you take first look at it, you think, it looks the shortest. But it's not. That was, I think I did it the wrong way, but let's see. Yeah. So we've got 234 here and only 33 here. So even though they look pretty much the same size, they're not. This was much more movement in price than this. So this is 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4, and I believe this is 5. This looks complete. Now this looks like it is the first leg of something. Okay. We've got a move to the downside, a connector, move to the downside. We've got the same type of bounce as everything else. Usually we need something more than this. This needs a partner and then another move. And I believe that we're in the 4th. This is going to be a 4th, and then we'll get the 5th to the upside. That will take us up to, if it doesn't get overextended, we're looking at high numbers there. I really do think this is the 3rd, that we're in the 4th. It shouldn't go any lower than the prior degree 4th, that it can even stay on top of it here. And that will go up for a 5th. This perfectly hit the 1.618 for a 3rd. Now this 4th can get drawn out. Just be aware of that. Okay, because it's got to be bigger than this 4th. So take a look here. This was the 4th before. If this is going to be the 4th before the 5th, it's going to need to be longer in time than this 4th. So, and it needs to hold, this area. It's the deepest I'd really want to see it come. This prior degree 4th area. Okay? It can even play around and make a triangle on top of it and then go up for 5. But this looks good. I mean, this should give you another leg to the upside. I don't see any reason that this would be an A, a B, and a C. Why? There's no reason for that. It's got a nice, beautiful channeling effect. Okay. Let's see. Here's the 4. Okay. This 4th will usually break the channel. Yeah. That's about it. Looks good. I think it looks good. Let me look at RSI real quick just to be sure. Yeah, we have this bearish divergence between these two highs. That would tell me that this is the This is the highest point. Okay. So this is the third, this is the fourth, this is the fifth of the third. This should be a higher degree third. And it's made some nice bullish divergence here on the daily. Let's see if it's got any on the lower time frames. Not really. Same as all the other market. So same thing, guys. You know, it needs to, if it's going to go from here, it's got to go with a 5-wave move. And kind of looking at this, it's kind of telling me that this is not all the fourth we're going to get if this is the fourth. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some clarity. And looks like we had a little dumping action here while I was talking. So, no, that was there. I'm sorry. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you watched it to the end, say you liked my headband. All right, everybody have a wonderful day.